Performance Live with me, Kayode Kolade. It's great to be here. Welcome and thank you for joining. Welcome to my live stream. It's Friday. So happy to be here. This is the very first time I'm doing the live on YouTube in this format, in this mobile format. So I'm still trying to get used to it. But I said, okay, you know what? Let me give it a shot. I do it in the mobile format today. And I'm so happy to be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing and how was your week? It's Friday, the end of another week. I hope your week went well. Just want to say a very big well done to you. Doing everything that you had to do, all the things that you had to accomplish, all the projects that you had ahead of you for this week. I hope they went on well. Whether it was a meeting, whether it was a specific goal you wanted to make sure you got done. I hope they went well. The Lord is your strength. The Lord is your muscle and continues to keep your hands lifted. It's not just Friday, the end of the week. It's also the last Friday of the month of September. Just want to say a very big congratulations to you. Last Friday in the month of September and the last Friday of the third quarter of this year, 2023. Awesome, awesome stuff. Just want to say congratulations to you again. The very next time we're going to be seeing, which is next week, Thursday. I was supposed to be here on Thursday, but some things happened. That's why I wasn't here on live on YouTube yesterday. But I said definitely I must still do it this week. So, but by the time we're going to be seeing next week, Thursday, it's going to be a brand new month, the month of October. And it's also going to be a brand new quarter, the final quarter of this year, 2023. Just want to say big congratulations. We made it. It just looked like yesterday that we started the year 2023 and we're already talking about the final lap of the year. And I just want to say very big congratulations. I know you have a lot to be grateful for. The fact that you and I are alive doing this right now is enough proof that we have so much to be grateful to God for keeping us alive, for protection, for provision, for his strength, for his grace, every step of the way. And I believe that that's just a great way for us to start this live session today. That's just, you know how we do it. We always do our high performance review, which is what you are grateful to God for, the lesson that you are learning this week, and what you are looking forward to in the upcoming week. And for me, I'm just so grateful to be here with you on the last Friday of the month of September, last Friday of the third quarter of the year, preparing to go into the new quarter, into the new month. I'm so grateful to God for that. Also grateful to you, for being here with me every step of the way on this journey. I know many of you come in during the live sessions or you go on the videos that I put up and you send your love, you send your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you especially. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. And so please let me know, what are you grateful for this week? What are you grateful for in the month of September? So many things has happened, and I can just look back, and especially my heart is just full of gratitude, and I know you too have so many things to be grateful for. So let me know in the comments, what are you grateful for this week? What are you grateful for this month of September? What are you grateful for in this September, in this quarter? It might be for you, it might be for a family member, it might be for a friend, whoever it is. I really want you to share it. And then for me, the second thing is the lesson that I'm learning. The lesson that I'm learning this week is the almighty formula for the achievement of your dream, and which is what I'm going to be getting into in a couple of minutes. Very powerful stuff. You don't want to miss that. The almighty formula for the achievement of your dream. And then the third thing, which is the project I'm looking forward to, even as we come to the end of this month of September and as we go into the month of October, is my Influence Mastery Program. My Influence Mastery Program, I've been talking about it and sharing it with you for a while now. Looking forward to that program coming up very soon in this new month that we're going to, the month of October, the Influence Mastery Program. And specifically, you see people do their stuff online. You see people put out stuff online and get paid for it. And you wonder, how do they do this? Maybe you want to organize an event, you want to write a book, you want to put together a course, you want to put together a webinar, but you're wondering, where do I even start? You look at people, how they build their brand online and they are known for something. And you're wondering, how exactly do I go about doing that? That's everything that the Influence Mastery Program it's all about. If you are going to lead, if you are going to learn and sell, just take your impact and income to a whole new level. It comes down to that thing called your ability to influence. And that's why I'm just so excited about that program. I just can't wait to share it with you. And that's why I'm bringing you along on this journey every step of the way. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Exigo Finishing School, for sharing that. I'm grateful for growth. The $100 week coaching was a great mind shift. It was one aha moment after the other. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Exigo Finishing School, for sharing that. And, it was a wonderful pleasure having you on the $100 week coaching program, which just ended last week, Sunday. In case you missed that program, that's what Exigo Finishing School here is talking about. Just teaching and taking my students every step of the way, showing them how to monetize the rich deposit that they carry inside them. And it was such an exciting journey. And don't take it from me, take it from Exigo Finishing School. And she talks about how it was a great mind shift for her. She's an etiquette expert, Exigo Finishing School, and you need to go check her out. Really, she's an etiquette expert. You are looking forward to taking your etiquette game to a whole new level. I Please do go check out Exigo Finishing School. She's awesome. She's phenomenal. She's the best, and I'm just so honored to have her as one of the my students on the $100 week coaching program. And so don't be left out of the Influence Mastery Program. Is coming up in October, where I will be showing you how to master this thing called influence, how to master this thing called influence, how to get paid for your expertise, get paid for your knowledge, get paid for your experience, to build your brand, to be known for something, to be able to put together that creative project that you have in your heart, but you don't even know where to begin. That's what the Influence Mastery Program is all about. And you definitely want to be part of it. So get ready, get ready, get ready, get set. It's happening. The excitement is in the air. I just want to let you know that we're gearing up to make that happen. And, with all expectancy, that's just to tell you that this month of October that we're getting into, this final quarter of this year, 2023, is going to be exciting, where the goal is to finish strong. As high performers, one thing that we must always remember is that it's great to start strong, but it's better to finish strong. Better is the end of the matter than the beginning thereof. And that's what I see becoming our testimony, even as we go into this final quarter of this year, that it will be just the icing on the cake for us. Icing on the cake in your finances, icing on the cake in your business, icing on the cake in your relationship, in every aspect of your life. So let's get ready to make it happen. I know sometimes when you are getting close to the finish line, there is that thing called battle fatigue, or let us call it maybe race fatigue. You'll be running January, running February, March, April, May, June. You cross the first half of the year. As you are getting into the second half, yes, there is usually that race and battle fatigue that wants to come on you and overwhelm you. But that's why we have the high performance live session. That's why we have this high performance community like this, to keep encouraging and cheering us on. I every morning I get to do my workout, and it has been such a blessing for me that in the past couple of weeks I have somebody that I work out with. My very good buddy called Henry. He's my neighbor. We work out together, and every time we work out, we're carrying the dumbbells, carrying the barbells and the weights and everything. And when you are getting tired, you push one, you push two. We're counting with each other, counting for each other, cheering ourselves on, encouraging ourselves. I say, come on, you are almost there. 7, 8, 9, the last one, 10, and you push. It's a different thing when you are trying to do the workout all alone. Oh yeah, Raila, yeah, great to have you here. You choke at me, I can imagine. And God help us. Yeah, he has helped us indeed. And That's why we're here as high performers, to keep talking us to ourselves. And so that's just the thing, that you are not alone on this journey. You are not alone. Every time you see my handsome face like this, let it just be a reminder to you that you are not alone. You are not alone. You have a friend, you have a brother, you have a support, you have an encourager, you have a motivator somewhere, just cheering you on, pushing you on, that every step of the way, we will finish strong. That's what it is. We will finish strong. We'll finish this year strong. We'll finish 2023 strong. We'll finish 2023 on a high, very, very high note. And that's what it's about. Just want to salute each and every one of you. Well done, well done, well done, well done. So let's get right into it. The almighty formula for achieving your dream. Do not forget to share what you are grateful for. Rahila, you're just coming, and every other person that is just joining. Don't forget to share your own high performance review for the week. What are you grateful to God for this week? What is that lesson that you're learning this week, and what are you looking forward to in the upcoming week? Please, I want to make sure that you share it in the comment section. So let's get right into it very quickly. Next couple of minutes, the almighty formula for achieving your dream. The almighty formula for achieving your dream. Yes, thank you so much, Raila, for sharing that we are not alone. We will finish 2023 strong. And without beating about the bush, I'll just get right into it. What is that formula for you to achieve your dream? And this is the formula. The dream must be greater than, I hope you still remember your maths. Some of us, I've left all those things for so long. We're just like, please, don't confuse me. Don't worry. You remember how they taught us in elementary school, right? That to know the greater than sign, just note the one that looks like 7. So the one that looks like 7, that's greater than. The other one that doesn't look like 7, that is going the other direction, that's less than. So the almighty formula for achieving your dream is this: the dream must be greater than drama plus discouragement plus distraction. I'll take it again. The dream must be greater than drama, discouragement, and distraction. And that's just what it is. Oh, I'm grateful for safe travels. Looking forward to spending time with my mom. Awesome stuff, Rayla. So happy about that. Thank God for safe travels. My wonderful love to your lovely mom and to your family. Big well done. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so we're talking about almighty formula for achieving your dreams, right? So the dream must be greater than the, what did I say? The drama, thank you, drama, discouragement, and distraction. Now, it's the reason why we're having this conversation is because everything good always has an enemy. That's just the truth. Anything good has an enemy. Your dreams have an enemy, have enemies, and these are the enemies that I'm talking about this evening: drama, discouragement, and distraction. And so if you must see that your dream come to pass, the intensity of that dream in your heart needs to be greater than those 3 things that I have mentioned. Because most times what we discover is that, we know that there are opposing forces coming against us, right? Like there's a glass ceiling that is preventing us from breaking to the next level. But sometimes what happens is that we are not quite sure exactly what it is. And my own charge and my own encouragement to you is, thank you so much, Rahila, for sharing that, is that it starts with awareness. It starts with awareness. Awareness and knowing the enemy is the battle half won. I'll say that again. Awareness and knowledge of the enemy is the battle half won. And so we need to be aware that our dreams have enemies, and these 3 are the 3 major enemies that our dream has. And so we need to come to that place of awareness and say, okay, if this is what they are, then as high performers, how do we make sure that we take care of these things so that we can achieve those dreams and achieve those goals that are very important to us? Everything good has an enemy. Everything original has a counterfeit. And so for me, it's so interesting that the dream starts with a D, and all these three things also start with a D. But we need to remember that they are counterfeit dreams. They are dream counterfeits, if you will. They are not the main thing. What most times they seek to do is to make sure that you are so preoccupied with them, you are so preoccupied with the drama, you are so preoccupied with discouragement, you are so preoccupied with the distraction that you have no time, attention, or energy left to give to what the thing that really matters, which is your dream. And so it's coming to that place to say that, oh, I need to be aware of these things. And if you are in the place where you say to yourself, okay, don't worry, I'm already aware of this thing. The second step is to say, are you being casual in dealing with this thing? Because these things are real. These things are the enemy. And one thing about the enemy is that the enemy is not playing. Every single day, the enemy is getting more sinister, is getting more wicked, is getting more intentional, getting more strategic in making sure that you don't achieve those things that you want to achieve. So it's coming to that place where you say to yourself that, look, there is no more time to be petting this thing. There is no more time to be coddling the enemy. There is no more time, to be ignoring it, burying your head in the sand and just wishing that it would go away. There is no time for that. We need to be ruthless. One thing about high performers is that high performers are ruthless. And let me quickly add the caveat, not ruthless at people, please. And I know you are a high performer, so you know that. We're not talking about being ruthless at people. We're talking about the fact that being ruthless at these enemies to our dreams, being ruthless with drama, being ruthless with discouragement, and being ruthless with distraction. That is the way that we will be able to achieve those goals that are very, very important to us. Number one, drama. Be ruthless. As a high performer, we need to be ruthless with dealing with drama. And when I talk about drama, I'm talking about two things. Number one, offense, people offending us, and people and their false emergencies. Those are the two ways that drama seeks to get us off course on our journey towards achieving our dreams. Offense and people's false emergencies. And that's just what happens. You and I have lived too long on this earth to realize that offense will always come. No matter how pleasant you try to be, no matter how likable you try to be, no matter how handsome or beautiful you are, offense will always come. There will always be that person that steps on your toes. There will be always that person that says, okay, maybe you are saying to me, Kyle, no, you don't understand. This person didn't step on my toes, they stepped on my heart. And yes, I understand that, look, they offended you. This person did something very hurtful to you. And, you are in that space where you desire payback. Either you desire payback by yourself, or you desire, okay, that God or the universe or something punishes this person for doing something very hurtful to you. But one thing I will just keep saying is that, yes, payback is important, but there is something that is much more important, and that's your dream. Spending all that time being preoccupied with that person that offended us, with that person that hurt us, with that person that stepped on our toes, on our hearts, is taking the precious time, the precious attention, the precious energy that we would have given to the thing that is most important, and which is our dream. 20 years from today, one thing that we need to remind ourselves is that 20 years from today, are you going to remember that person that cut you off in traffic? And not only did he not cut you off in traffic, but he made a hand gesture to make you understand that he was really upset with you for driving slowly and for being in his way. In the moment, yes, you can feel annoyed, you can feel frustrated, you can feel angry, you can feel like getting back at them. But 20 years from that very moment, are you going to remember it? No, you are not going to remember it. And so at the end of the day, is realizing and saying to ourselves is that, is this thing really important? Does this thing really matter in the grand scheme of things? Does this thing really matter? The thing that matters in the grand scheme of things is you and your dream, is you and your destiny, is you and where you are going. Any battle that is not between you and your destiny, it's not between you and your dream, the truth about it is that it's not worth fighting. It's not worth engaging. And so it's coming back to that place to say that, look, is this thing worth it? let me be willing to let go. And that's just my own charge and my own encouragement to you, that when it comes to offenses, our motto as high performers must be just let go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Not because of them, but because of you and your dream. That's why you are letting it go. It's not because of the person. It's not because, okay, you are trying to, even though, yes, it's good. We usually talk about that thing where you say, okay, make excuses for people. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they are dealing with. You don't know their story. You don't know the pain that they are feeling. Hurt people, hurt other people, hurting people, hurt other people. Yes, all those things are great and fantastic, and they are good frameworks, to have when dealing with offense and when offense comes up. But at the end of the day, I say to you that beyond all those wonderful frameworks that is good with dealing with offense, there is something that is greater. There is something that is at stake, and that is you and your dream. At the end of the day, is realizing that that thing is more important. Is more important. You will get to that point where you realize that this is precious time that I could have been using to work on my dream, to work on the things that are important to me. I will never forget a story that somebody, Mike Murdoch, shared a little while back. And for me, the thing just gave me a beautiful insight into many of these things. And, he said he got a letter from somebody. And I don't know whether it was I can't quite remember if it was one of his messages or one of his books. And the person was just so critical, criticized him so unfairly in that letter, said so all manner of things to him. And my mother got that letter and he said he was pained. And so he got that letter. I said, I can't just let this thing slide. I have to reply this person. And he said that's when he took his pen and paper, and then he was going over and over in his mind how, to reply this person and put them in their place without saying anything derogatory, since he's a pastor, how to reply them in a very smart way, but still let them know that they are stupid. I don't know if something like that has ever happened to you. I know that it has happened to me several times when somebody sends you a message and then you are so pissed. You are just wondering, how do I reply this person so that they know that they are stupid, but I don't want to really use any such words like that. And that's why he said he was going over and over like that in his mind, and he discovered that he had spent 1 hour trying to reply someone who he had never met in his life, who he never knew. He was just getting this letter for the very first time, and who probably several months after now, he's never going to remember them. Maybe it's till that person dies or till he leaves this earth, he's never going to meet them in his life. And that's when he realized that this is 1 hour he could have used to compose a letter to his mom. Isn't that so powerful, that this is one precious hour that he had just spent trying to compose a letter to someone who he had never met and who probably he would never meet in his life. But he had not spent 1 hour to compose a letter to his mom to tell her how much he loved her, to tell her how much he appreciated her. And so for us, it's getting to that place. It's when we talk about our dreams, it's not about building something so great and outlandish. It's coming back to that place of our dream includes our loved ones, includes showing our loved ones how much we care about them, showing our loved ones how much we appreciate them, giving our loved ones the flowers while they can still smell them. And so you are saying to yourself that, have you really given the flowers to the people that you love while they can still smell them? Instead, you are trying to cast stones at somebody who you don't even know and who probably you are never going to meet after that moment. And so that's what it comes back to. I never planned to say many of these things, but I know that this is a word for somebody, right? that it comes back to that thing that there are things that are more important. The dream has to be more important than the drama. It's coming back to say to that, to say to yourself that the dream of taking care of your loved ones, of showing your loved ones, of showing your partner, of showing your mom, of showing your siblings, of showing your friends how much you love them and how much you care about them is much more important than the drama, the offense that comes through somebody who doesn't even know any better. Doesn't even know any better. It's very important. The second way that drama tries to get us off course on the way towards achieving our dreams is through people and their false emergencies. And that's just it. You will discover that look at the things that are urgent in your life right now. Let's do that quick exercise. Look at the things that are urgent in your life right now. Let's do a quick list. Perhaps your list will look something like this: children's school fees, house rent almost due, Asoebi for for a foreign audience. In case you don't know what Asoebi is, Asoebi in Nigeria just means clothes or clothes for a friend's wedding or a family friend's wedding that, okay, you put together so that everybody looks alike for the ceremony. That's what we mean by Asoebi. So there's always the payment that you have to make to be able to get that particular type of dress or clothes to wear for the event. So that's also part of your list. Maybe money to buy Asoebi, money to settle hospital bills, maybe for a relative or for a loved one. What else? What else? What else? Sometimes what might even be urgent might be the season finale of Big Brother Africa or Big Brother Nigeria. Isn't that interesting? What my point is that you discover that many times when you sit down to make the list of the things that are urgent in your life right now, you will always discover that many times those things always have to do with the things that other people want from you. It always has to do most times with the things that other people want from you. And isn't it so interesting that we do make up a list of the things that are urgent in our lives, and most times our dreams are not on that list? It's so humbling. It's so humbling. And I guess maybe sometimes, just to be able to talk to ourselves in a sober manner like this, that isn't it interesting that we make a list of the things that are really, really urgent and really pressing, as those things that are pinching you right now. If I ask you to make that list, you would discover that many times your dream is not on that list. The dream is important, but it's not on your urgent list. But here I am to say to you that, see, the thing that is important is that thing that is not on your urgent list, and that is your dream. It doesn't look urgent. The things that are urgent are usually the things that have a lot of drama, have a lot of fireworks, have a lot of fanfare, have a lot of, running up and down, doing a lot of busy work. But that thing that is just sitting down quietly in the corner, no fanfare, no fireworks, no loud noises, no loud trumpets, no loud alarms, is our dream. And we need to realize that it's so important. That's the thing that we need to work on. And that every time we see ourselves getting drawn and pulled into the drama of all those things, of all those false emergencies of other people, and all the things that are urgent, let that thing be ringing in the back of your mind that this thing is there. You need to attend to it. You need to attend to it. That thing that is beating in your heart, you need to attend to it. I know that you are saying to yourself that, see, let me get all these urgent things sorted out first, and then I will come back to that thing. I'm here to tell you that ask the people who have employed that strategy. They would tell you that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. At the end of the day, it's never going to get easy. You're not going to find any easier time to attend to the things that are important to you, to the things in your heart than now. There's not going to be an easier time to attend to those things than now. And so you might as well get right to it. You might as well get on it right now. The emergencies will always be there. The urgent things will always be there. As long as we're on this earth, there will always be something urgent. There will always be something urgent. So it's coming back to that place to say that, see, it's part of life. It's part of life, and saying that, okay, how we're handling these urgent things, we're handling the urgent things, but we don't neglect the important things. Your dream is very important, and you need to come to that place where you say to yourself, no matter how urgent it is, no matter how great that emergency is, of what other people need from you, of the assistance other people need from you, your dream is more important. And it's coming to that place. How do you do that? Just learn to say no. It's going to be weird and awkward at first, but learn to say no. You have to say no to the false emergencies. You have to say no to the urgent things, so that you can say yes to the dreams on your heart, to say yes to the things that are important to you. Awesome stuff. Moving on. The second thing is discouragement. Remember that the dream needs to be greater than discouragement. The dream needs to be greater than discouragement is very important, because you discover that what happens is that no matter how things are going well for you, have you discovered that your mind always has a way of pointing out to you the things that are not working? So, for example, you go in there, you make that business pitch, you are making that business pitch for the very first time in your life ever, and you successfully made that pitch. Instead of you to take pride in that, your mind is going to show you that, what are you happy about? What are you being proud about? You made the pitch, but nobody bought. So every time, most times, no matter what we have going well in our lives, our mind always has a way of zeroing in on that thing that is not working. You made it to the gym despite the unfavorable weather conditions. You made it to the gym, but your mind will not tell you and show you that other person that is more cut than you, and say that, look at yourself, look at him, he's more cut than you. What are you feeling proud of yourself? What are you feeling happy about? And so it's coming back to that place to remind ourselves that no matter what might seem not to be working in our lives right now, there are those things that are working. We need to be careful of the things that we're keeping track of, because especially in this time, it's so easy to be keeping track of the things that are not working, of the things that we need in our lives, of the things that we're yet to achieve. But we need to remember that they are the things that are working. They are the things that we have already achieved in our lives. They are the things that we have going for us. If we must achieve those dreams, if we must achieve the dreams of our heart, then we need to keep track of all those things. We need to keep track of the things that are working, instead of just focusing on the things that are not working. And because at the end of the day, it's our choice. It's our choice. Many times, if and that's why you are here on High Performance Live, because we need to talk to ourselves. Even I myself, I'm talking to myself. How we get into that place and we are discouraged, and it's like there's nothing we can do about it. I just can't help it. I'm just discouraged because things are not working. But we need to come back to that place on High Performance Live like this, where we say to ourselves that, hey, high performer, you can do something about it. Discouragement is not something that happens to you. Discouragement is something that you choose. It's going back to that place to say that if indeed you are discouraged, there is a cause. There is a cause. Discouragement is not a mystery. Discouragement is not something that just smacks you all at the back of the head and which you can do nothing about. Discouragement is a choice. There is a cause behind that discouragement. And most times it's because we are keeping track of the wrong things. We are keeping track of the things that are not working. And my own charge and my own encouragement is that if keeping track of the wrong things, keeping track of the things that are not working isn't supporting us on our journey towards our dreams, on our journey towards high performance, then why should we keep keeping track of those things? Let's change our focus. Let's start keeping track of the right things. Let's start keeping our focus and paying our attention to the right things. Instead of discouragement, choose encouragement. Encourage yourself. You and I, we are still here. It's few days to the end of the month of September, few days to the end of the third quarter of the year of September. We have every reason to encourage ourselves, because we are still here. We can still make things happen. Tomorrow is always another opportunity. Today is another opportunity. Tomorrow is another opportunity. We are still here. We can still make those things happen. We can still get those things done. It's very important. Then the third and final thing is distractions. Your dream must be greater than the distraction. Your dream must be greater than the distraction. This is the very big one, I tell you. Many times when we get on that journey to achieving those goals that are very important to us, or to achieving our dream, many people, what we see the beauty and the fanfare of achieving the goal, of achieving the dream, but nobody tells us how challenging the journey sometimes can be. So for example, it's so exciting for you to quit that your very stressful and high demanding job, to quit that job and just throw your resignation letter in the face of that your annoying supervisor or that your annoying boss, and to quit that job and to go do your thing. But nobody tells you that after you quit it, you're going to now face the reality of doing your work, of sitting at your desk or sitting at your workstation, whatever it is, and to face your work and to realize that, oh, it's very eventful for you, for that business to take off. It's very eventful for that dream, for that business and everything to come together. But the process towards achieving that, there are going to be a lot of more uneventful days than actually eventful days. And so, because nobody tells us, you're now wondering, this thing is so hard, this thing is so boring, this thing is so uninteresting. Nobody told me this was how it was going to look like. And then before you know it, we start reaching out for distractions. You have been there, I've been there. Trust me, the reason why I can talk about this is because I have been there. We start looking for escape because it's something that our system is not used to. Let's be sincere. We are not used to the rigor. We are not used to the uneventfulness. We like drama. That's why, reality TV shows, of which there's a lot of sprinkled drama and all manner of things, are put in there because human beings, we love drama. We love action. We love busy work. We love just, jumping from one place to the other. But when they say, oh, yeah, sit down and face that thing, that's when, you will now be dozing. You will now be feeling sleepy. I've shared this thing several times on a live session like this, how, I have that proposal that I'm supposed to work on, and I sit down at my desk and to work on that proposal, and the next thing I find myself is that I'm dozing. And I remember one day I said to myself, oh, Kayode, oh, sorry, I can see that you're tired, right? And I said, I'm having this internal conversation with myself, and I said, how do you know? In fact, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted right now. This thing is not easy. And, that's my better self, my dream self, and my distracted self. Also, nice having a conversation. So my dream self says to my distracted self, I say, oh, Kayode, oh, you are tired, right? To distracted Kayode, I say, in fact, as if I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted. Then dream Kayode says, oh, no, you know what? I understand. I know it's not easy. But, come to think of it, the new season of Stranger Things is out on Netflix. Distracted Kayode, what do you think? Would you like to let's go put it on and watch it, right? Distracted Kayode all of a sudden just has this sudden burst of energy and excitement. I said, wow, Dream Kayode, that's so awesome. The new season of Stranger Things is out. Come on, let's go do it. And then the next thing is that Dream Kayode says, if I slap you there, will you sit down and do that work? Just seconds ago now, when you came to work your proposal, you said you are feeling sleepy, you are feeling exhausted. Now, when I said, let's go and watch a new season of Stranger Things, just all of a sudden you have energy and gusto. You want to jump and go and watch. If you don't sit down there and do that work, I will slap yourself. And distracted Kayode just goes like a puppy and then goes on and continues to work on that proposal. I can't tell you how many times I've had to work on that over and over again. And so that's eventually what happens. There's always that distraction there. And, one thing that we need to remember as high performers is that distractions are just a place of refuge with a cost. I'll say that again. Distractions are just a place of refuge with a cost. They are a place of solace with a cost. It's refuge. It's giving you solace. It's not easy, yes, because it feels boring and it feels uninteresting at that time. And yes, you are giving yourself a little dose of excitement and all that by distracting yourself with your phone, going on social media, watching all those long seasons of that show when you have work to do. So you are getting solace, you are getting a place of refuge, but it comes with a cost, and that cost is your dream. that course is your dream. And so if we must achieve those goals that are very important to us, the dream has to be greater than the distraction. One thing about distraction is that she is so seductive. Oh my goodness, don't joke with her. She is so seductive. Her lips are sweeter than honey. She will promise you heaven on earth. Don't joke with her. See, if you know that your dream is important to you, make sure that when you see distraction coming like this, you are running for your dear life away from her, because it's so important. You don't cuddle distractions, you don't pet her, you don't keep her by your side. See, that phone that you know that you have the tendency to reach out to and start scrolling and start browsing, when it's time to do your work, turn the face down, turn the face of the phone down, put the phone on silence. If that will not happen, you know what? Take the phone and go and put it in another room, and go and work in another room. If that will still not work, you know what? Go and lock it somewhere, give the key to somebody and tell the person, don't give me the key to this thing until after X hours, until after I've done my work for so and so hours, then you can give me the key back and let me have my phone back. I would never forget. I think is it Ryan Holiday, the Daily Stoic guy, or James Clear, the Atomic Habits guy. One of them. He talks about how every week he changes. He has his personal assistant to change the password on his phone. Every week that she will change the password of his phone, and she doesn't give him the password back until he has hit a certain goal of the amount of work he wants to get done. That's how serious, you need to take some of these things. You don't become a best-selling author, really, except you are serious with your work. And that's to show you how, see, it has to be ruthless. You have to be serious about it. Run away from the distraction, put it somewhere else, get an accountability partner, get somebody to hold you accountable. That's how we make sure we get these things done so that we can achieve those goals that are important to us. For me, that, how I do it at every live session, I always share how I've made it practical for myself. Few months ago, when I put together the 7-figure pitch seminar, the live in-person event that I held earlier this year, I had to fight those 3 enemies. And one of the enemies that I knew I had to fight, especially, was drama, people and their false emergencies. Because when I was planning for that program, what happened was that I started getting a lot of invitations to come and do TV interviews, to come and collaborate with friends, on their special projects. And, while it was looked fun, there was a lot of fanfare and glamour and flashing lights, coming on TV, doing TV interviews, or collaborating with friends and on their important projects. Most of all these activities, which I would tell you that you end up doing most times for free, no payment, I had to say to myself that, look, what is more important to you? Is it just jumping from pillar to post, doing a lot of busy work, or is it your life's work? Is it your life's work? Is it not this seminar that is more important to you? This is your own baby. This is your own work. You have to decide what is more important to you. It looks like a lot of fun to be jumping up and down, helping friends, going on TV interviews, but a little while down the line, you're not going to remember all those things, but you are going to remember the fact that you had this dream, you had this goal and this target. Did you work on it? And I must tell you that it wasn't fun. It wasn't interesting. When I wanted to build the curriculum for that seminar, sitting down at my workstation in front of my laptop and just wondering, okay, where do I even start with this curriculum? The temptation was very heavy for me to get involved in drama and distraction. It would have been easier for me to just answer the call, dash to that TV studio, go and do that TV interview, or go collaborate with friends on their coming projects. But I had to tell myself that, yes, I know this thing is hard. Building this curriculum is difficult, but at the end of the day, you do it, you are going to be super proud of yourself. It looks uninteresting, it looks uneventful, but you get it done. It's going to be a weapon in your arsenal that will always be there, that you will always be able to refer to. And for me, that's just what it is. That's how I did it. Now, for me, my own encouragement to you is that it's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. In this last quarter that we are going into, our motto as high performers needs to be to face our work. See, face your work. Face your work. It will look very interesting for you to be running up and down, attending to other people, minding other people's business, getting into the drama that involves other people, going into all the distractions. There is so much in our world today. But here, my own charge and my own encouragement to you is that this is the last quarter, the final quarter of the year we're going to, the final lap. And the thing about it is that it's a defining moment for the year 2024. Many times we think 2024 is about January 1st. 2024, the truth about it is that 2024 is about 2020. The people who are really, really serious. 2024 started 2020 for them. Look at the Olympics, for instance. The person who is planning to crush it in the Olympics, next coming Olympics 2024, didn't start preparing 2023. Why are we talking about that he will be preparing 2024? The least the person started preparing for was in 2020, preparing for 2024. And so that's just what it is. That the least that we can do is that these final 3 months before the year 2024, let's take it seriously. This is the time for you to face your work. This is the time for you to let go of the offense, to say no to the drama and other people's false emergencies, to encourage yourself, to remind yourself of how far you have come. You are not where you desire to be yet, but you are no longer where you used to be. We've made it through 9 months of this year 2023 with all the challenges, with many of the crises that we have faced, but we are still here. We are strong, we are determined, we are well able, we are capable. You need to remember that. And then finally, to just put all distractions aside, to stay focused, to fight for our dreams. That's how we make it happen. We get into that point where we say to ourselves that there are no ceilings over our destinies. There are no ceilings over our destinies. Yes, this thing called drama, called discouragement, called distractions might want to, might want to make us believe that there is just a ceiling over our destiny, preventing us from getting to the next level. But I'm just here to say to you that there is no ceiling anywhere. Is it not you? Is it not me? We are high performers. There is no ceiling anywhere. That next level is there. And I see you getting into it. I see me getting into it. Whatever desire that you have for this year 2023, I see it happening for you. I see you sharing your own remarkable testimony. And I just can't wait to celebrate with you and to share with you for that good news and for all those things happening in your life. Awesome. This is great. This is awesome. 46 minutes here. I can imagine what my wife would be saying right now. Most times when I come on live sessions like this to talk with you and to just fellowship with you and to share my heart and everything, most times if I come on live, I tell her, don't worry, it's going to be very short. It's not going to be 30 minutes. Sometimes I even tell her it's going to be 20 minutes. I say, sit down there. Who are you deceiving? I know you. By the time you get there now, you're going to do 1 hour. And many times it's not as if it's planned and all that. It's not because I want to stretch it. Many times I'm telling myself, make it short. But it's just this opportunity of just pouring out my heart to you because of the awesome stuff we get to do together. And I'm always just so grateful for this opportunity that you give to me, for these opportunities that we have to share and to learn and to grow even on that journey to becoming those high performers that God has created us to be. And so if you have any questions, I'll take them now. Any questions at all, shoot me. Go ahead and shoot those questions. Yes, thank you so much, Rela, for sharing that. Amen. Exego finishing school. Yes, no ceiling over our destiny. It's just the next level. No ceiling over our destiny. Let's get going into that next level. So that's what it is. Do not forget my Influence Mastery program coming up in October. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Look forward to that. New video coming up on Sunday here. Long form video on Sunday coming up here on YouTube. Newsletter also coming out on Sunday. So I look forward to that. Other posts, notifications coming up, just moving us forward and into those greater things that is ahead of us. Look forward to all that. And as we go into the new week. So if there are no questions, Wishing you a very, very blessed weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Have a restful weekend. Have a great time. Happy new month in advance. Happy new month. Happy October. Happy Independence Day in Nigeria as we go into the weekend. It's going to be a holiday on Monday too. So happy Independence holiday. Happy new month. Happy everything. Happy good things that you are expecting in this new week and in the new month. Do take care. Talk to you very soon. Your greatness is very sure.